Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to this vlog for today, the 14th of October 2013 on a Monday. Columbus Day, if you will, which I kind of find ironic, don't you? I mean, when I used to go to school, even up to high school, even through high school, we had Columbus Day off. Makes you wonder what the heck's going on anymore. I mean, doesn't it make kind of a little sense that the post office and the banks are closed, possibly, and yet public schools and other jobs and stuff are open that used to have this day off? Does it not make any sense to some people? And I guess the way what the government's been lately and currently is, a lot of things have to be sacrificed and replaced. In other words, things like having a legal holiday, or at least a legal holiday like Columbus Day off, has to be replaced with a furlough day. Go figure. But anyway, it's going to be kind of strange, at times, because honestly, I don't remember last year, but it probably was the same way, but it's kind of strange to be here by myself while my mom's at work and it be a legal holiday. It's just weird, Anyway, the next major holiday this month, of course, is Halloween, and that's in about 17 days. Yeah. Anyway, not very much going on, this past week, if you will. Not really much going on. Except we're always getting news about what's going on, and except for the news telling us, oh, well, on this day of the government shut down, and now we're finding out that they need to focus more on trying to keep the debit cost going or something like that. They need to not fall into default, so they don't need to fall behind. Because I kind of worry, because I kind of worry that it might affect my Social Security, this whole debit thing, but hopefully it won't. Because even if it does, even if they do fall behind, because even if they don't reach a deal, they got plenty of money. The government's got plenty of money. It's more along the lines of borrowing. That's the thing. They won't be able to borrow any more money from wherever. That's the whole point. And that could affect people. But I don't think that's going to happen, because I think what's going on right now, this whole government shutdown, in my honest opinion, is starting to strain on that government house right now. It's starting to strain on every single member of them. I stand by what I said before. I think a hidden agenda is there, and that hidden agenda is some of these people that are involved in this. They see that window of opportunity to get rid of Obama, whether you like the guy or not. They see that opportunity to get rid of him. And this is the biggest opportunity they got. Or at least it's an opportunity for him to go down as the worst president in the history of the country, in the history of the United States. But I digress. But anyway, besides all that, not really much going on, except for my older sister and her family going to Disneyland for this. Jeez, what is it, the fourth time? Gee, Christmas. I mean, they went in the summer, they went in the spring, they went in the summer, they went in August, now they've gone again, and then I wouldn't be surprised if they go in December. You see, if anybody that's wondering why my sister's going so much, she's got a yearly pass. So you got to use that yearly pass as much as you can. I mean, I don't blame her. If I had a yearly pass, and maybe someday I'll get one myself, maybe I'll end up going as much as I can. I mean, I would love that. But you see, the problem is, it's one thing to want to do it. It's one thing to want to go as much as you can, but it's another thing to overkill. Because as much as you keep going, as great as Disneyland is, and as much as the opportunities you got to meet all these individual people or individual characters, as great as that is, sooner or later you're going to have people getting sick and tired of it. My own nephew, who actually does enjoy going sometimes, at times has come out and said, I don't feel like going anymore. I don't want to go anymore. I don't want to go anymore. But he still enjoys it. He still likes going. And he goes on Columbus Day weekend. A weekend that basically says, hey, school's still in session. What are you thinking? You see, this goes by that old mentality that well, it's easy for me to say now, isn't it? For me and my sisters to go by, old school mentality that Columbus Day is a day we have off. Because we always did have it off. But again, because of everything that's gone on in the recent decade, things have changed. It's like what you're supposed to have doesn't mean anything anymore, which is weird. But anyway, besides that, I also, as you've probably seen already by now, also got a new DVD, if you will. It was, like I said in the video, a surprise package opening. You see, I'm part of the Disney Movie Club, and one of their catches, if you will, which is a catch that you should be able to catch yourself if you're going to be part of the club, is they have a featured title. They always have a certain featured title presented to you. They present a featured title to you, I should say, every few weeks, every 4 to 5 weeks. And if you don't reply after a certain amount of days, like I think, 15 days, 14, 15 days, then they will automatically send that title to you right off the bat. Yeah, here's what happened. I signed in, because I had my money and everything, I signed in because I was going to get Volume 2 and 3 of TaleSpin to complete the series. Well, what happened was, because I wasn't sure about my money, I wasn't sure how much I was going to have, what happened is I checked my bank account, and $31.10 is taken out, and I'm thinking, well, what's going on here, you know? Did they charge me for both TaleSpin volumes already? Didn't make sense to me, right? So, I go to ask. I asked them online, and I'll give them credit. They very courteously, they replied as quickly as they could, which was basically the next day. They replied to me and they said, "We're sorry for what happened, but this is why you were charged." And I replied to them, and they explained that I was charged a featured title. So, I told them, okay, thanks, that was my fault for overlooking. But they did give me the understanding that I could either A, return and exchange it, return it for a refund or exchange it, or just keep it. Well, this is the way I look at it. This is the way I look at things. If you do something, if you overlook something, it's your fault. It's on you. It's your responsibility. And if you want to take responsibility for that, go ahead. If you don't want to take responsibility, that's fine. Me, as much as it would have made sense for me to send it back in exchange for maybe the TaleSpin movies, or at least we get a refund, I decided to keep it. Because here's why. I checked my account recently, over the past few days, and it seemed I had more money in there than I thought. Because initially I thought I was in like the single digits, like the $5 or $6 range, right? Instead, I was in the $30 range. Now I'm in the $9 range, but hey, what are you going to do? Yeah, I'm in the $9 range. I went to Walmart yesterday after church with my mom to buy a few things. But yeah, what are you going to do? Huh? What are you going to do? Anyway, that's what happened. In the title that I got, in the movie I got, hold on for a second. And the movie I got was a movie I already have. The Little Mermaid. But here's the thing. Here's what's ironic about this. My original plan this month was to buy a Blu-ray player and get a couple of $5 Blu-rays that Walmart has, as well as get myself a retail Blu-ray. In other words, a recently released Blu-ray. And that Blu-ray was going to be The Little Mermaid. Unfortunately, plans didn't go the way I was hoping they would, and I couldn't get the Blu-ray player. But ironically, I got the Blu-ray anyway. Yeah, kind of ironic, right? Kind of ironic. And here's what's funny. I bought this in Kansas when it first came out, when it was first released on the DVD. And now I've got it for the first time it's on Blu-ray. Go figure. Go figure, ladies and gentlemen. Go figure. But again, that's the one I got from Disney Movie Club, and that was my fault. That was totally on me. So that's why I decided to keep it. I figured, you know what? Because I figured, you know what? It's kind of ironic the way things worked out. Because like I mentioned in my package opening, I was originally going to get a Blu-ray, get a few $5 Blu-rays, as well as that, as the first major Blu-ray purchase. But it didn't work out that way. But Blu-ray player didn't work out, and instead, ironically, I got the Little Mermaid Blu-ray and DVD anyway. So, kind of surprising how things work out. Maybe next month I will get a Blu-ray. Because what's funny about next month, depending on what happens with this whole government shutdown and deficit or whatever you want to call it, what's ironic about next month is I get both checks on one day. And again, like I said, I don't think people that currently have Social Security, getting the benefits, getting the money and all that, I don't think will totally be affected if anything happens, because the government's got tons of money. What they're worried about mostly is borrowing money if they need it. That's the whole thing. They're not going to tell you how much they have. I mean, how do you think they're able to pay the damn Senate workers? How do you think they're able to pay certain people? Because they have the money. They have money. They're not going to tell you. They're just more worried right now because they're just more worried about the fact that they probably won't be able to borrow any more money if they need it. If you know what I mean. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, the point is this. I don't think any of us are going to be affected. If we are, we'll just have to, I'll probably Google it in a little while to see if I'll be affected or not, but I don't think so. I don't really think so. But we'll have to wait and see. But again, that's about what happened with me as far as, getting a new DVD unexpectedly, Blu-ray, getting a new DVD and getting my first Blu-ray as well, which is kind of a sign of things to come, if you know what I mean. Anyway, besides that, I also started to apply online. You see, here in town, we're getting a couple of new businesses coming in real soon. And some of these businesses are places that we've been wanting to have come into our town. One of them is Panda Express. So Panda Express, I applied online to, but here's the catch. I applied online on Saturday. Here's what happens. We get out of church, we're driving past Safe Mart, or we're driving, we're driving past to where the Panda Express is going to be. We drive into Safe Mart, and it says on the side, because they have this little banner they have these banners on all four corners, on three sides of the building, telling you to apply, saying they're now hiring. Here's the thing. Unlike the Patterson Irrigator, which is our local paper that we get around here every Thursday, their banner said key in the numbers 785. Yet the paper didn't say that. Because I was wondering, where the heck is Patterson's location? I didn't see it. But I applied anyway, and I'll probably reapply later today just to make sure I get in there. I'll hopefully get in there. I also applied at the In-N-Out because I think there's rumor going around that we might be getting that here as well. But we just have to wait and find out. I'm also going to wait and see if we get a GameStop, and I'm still going to try for Walmart because I feel they're going to need help this holiday season. But anyway, that's really what was going on. Again, like I said, not really much going on besides all of that, and going to church yesterday and watching the 49ers win and watching the Chiefs beat the Raiders, well, at least watching a little bit of it and then seeing the ending of it when we got home. So, and my mom kind of joked about this, and it's a possibility now if the season was to end. If the season was to end right now, it would be a possibility of Chiefs and Niners in the Super Bowl. But here's the thing. Either way, if one of those teams make it, hopefully both will, at least my family have one team to cheer for if one of them makes it, if not both. It's going to be really interesting. But anyway, that's all that's been going on recently around here for the past weekend and week. So, oh yeah, and I'm still waiting for my Midtown Comics order. You see, when you use the economic mail option, it takes a little while. I admit that, but the items get here on time. Here's what's crazy about it: the UPS-MI. UPS has this little section in the business where they partner up with the post office, right? Well, they have this little section in the business called the UPS-MI. UPS's Mail Innovations. Basically what it is, they'll mail you out the item through UPS, but it'll be through a situation to where UPS will handle it up until it gets to your destination, and then it's up to the post office. It's in the post office's hands, if you know what I mean. And then they take care of it. I know, crazy. But I was supposed to originally get my package on Friday, which was the same day I got the Little Mermaid. And I pretty much figured I was going to hopefully get both that day. But here's what happens. I only get the Little Mermaid, right? I'm thinking, okay, it'll come on Saturday. Doesn't come Saturday. Here's why. When I looked at the recent updated the recent update, because they have to update where it's at, its location. For many days, it was still being registered as Edgewood, New York. And in this recently, on the 11th, it was registered San Lorenzo, California. San Lorenzo, California. Go figure. And I'm guessing this has to do something with the government shutdown, because a lot of people have been saying that even though the post offices and Social Security and stuff still going to be working, there's going to be delays. Well, thank you, government. Hopefully this will be all resolved before the holiday season, because they know people aren't going to be happy. Businesses are not going to be happy this crap keeps up. But anyway, that's what's been going on. Hopefully I'll get my package either tomorrow or maybe even today. Who knows? But that's all I'm going to say. And that's it for this vlog. And comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Video responses are greatly appreciated. And God bless. Take care. Talk to you all later.